Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it.
To have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Leopard!
And now it's Kessler. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. So they will go for it. Now Kessler. He'll buy some time right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump Week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed. But we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Malik Jackson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
As Jacksonville readies for their next offensive snap, looking back to what they did this year, Charles, it just was a struggle. It has been a struggle all year, way below 500. And this coming off the season where they were so close to going to the Super Bowl, And everybody thought this year was going to be very similar, if not better.
Yeah, they're really one controversial call away, weren't they, from last year going to the Super Bowl. So we all thought that when their win over New England early in the season, they truly had turned that corner and were going to be one of the teams to beat. But they didn't get good play from their quarterback, Blake Bortles. The defense was really up and down all year. They would give you a game where they looked like world beaters, and the next time wouldn't play well at all. Too many inconsistencies, and it's really hard to put a finger on where it all went wrong because this is a team that's too talented to have the record that they've had in 2018.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Working from the gun, Kessler. This is Yeldon on the dump off. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit!
They fake the handoff. Now Kessler. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Kessler. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. He's got room to run past the 20. Whoosh. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Play fake. Kessler. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Kessler on 2nd down. It's caught by Moncrief. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Kessler. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action with Kessler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Kessler. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Kessler. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Off the play fake. Kessler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. From the gun, it's Kessler. And that is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick, the one that time to knock it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels